Listen very closely, guys. Here's the truth about off-market properties and realtors. All right, you ready? You ready? All right. Not every homeowner wants to work with a realtor.
Let's wholesale real estate. We're gonna wholesale real estate. If you wanna wholesale real estate, then you are in the right place. You don't need no money, you don't need no credit. It's so simple that anyone can get it. Luke's gonna teach you just how to get started. All you have to do is learn and apply it. You are in the right place. You're gonna wholesale real estate. You're gonna wholesale real estate. So let's get started.
What's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of School of Wholesaling. I am your host, Luke Madeus, and welcome back. For those of you who are just getting on this show today, you are currently on the number one wholesaling show in the country, probably even in the whole world. If you're somebody right now who are just getting started and you don't even know a thing about wholesaling real estate, listen to every episode on this podcast and you will be wholesaling in no time. Aside from that, guys, I have lots and lots of great content for you at SOWcontent.com that you're welcome to also explore to help you on your endeavors on wholesaling real estate. My name is Luke Madeus. I am a 27-year-old real estate investor, entrepreneur in Orlando, Florida. I've been wholesaling real estate since 2016, guys. Since 2016, I did my first deal, and it was for $32,000. I did it in 90 days, and it completely changed my life, and that's why I'm in front of you today, because I like to share my success with you and spread the love to you. You are in the same place I was years ago, and I'm looking to help you get to your new life, which is living a life of freedom. So with that said, guys, let's get this show started. Let's talk about working with realtors. I know that as a wholesaler, we deal with off-market properties, and sometimes it can be intimidating when you are dealing with a homeowner that has a realtor involved, or may have a realtor a realtor friend that they know. All right, I just want to let you know there's no need to get choked up the minute you hear the word realtor. If there's a realtor involved inside the transaction that the seller prefers to have involved in the transaction, that's okay. Your job is to get the property under contract, and it's got to be under contract for the right price, and you're going to bring a third-party partner in that's going to buy the property. Okay, that's going to be your partner. There's nothing to fear, rather than the fact that you need to ensure that you understand the value that you bring to the table. Here is the truth. The reason why you should not just let leads go that involves realtors is because, listen very closely. You ready? Not every homeowner wants to work with a realtor. Not every homeowner wants to sell a property with a realtor. And there's reasons why they may not want to, right? Some homeowners want to save on the closing costs of the realtor fees. They don't want to pay the 6%. They'd rather sell it for a sell by owner. We bring that to the table. They don't have to pay a realtor's fee because they didn't have to list it on the market, right? They didn't have to pay a buyer's agent fee because there wasn't a buyer agent involved. They were able to find the buyer directly. In our case, their buyer found them, all right? And it saves them money. So remember, guys, just because somebody says, hey, I have a realtor friend, or, I want to have a realtor review the deal, don't get choked up. It doesn't mean that they won't do a deal with you. Again, as long as the number makes sense for you, the seller, and for you, you got a deal. Here's another reason why a seller may not want to list with a realtor and may want to sell cash off market. Okay, they don't want to wait for a buyer on the market. Some sellers need to move right away. They cannot afford to wait possibly 60 days, 90 days, even 180 days. Some houses sit on the market for a year, and it's because the sellers are in no rush to sell. But some sellers need to sell right now. They can't wait for a year to come by for them to sell their property. So off-market sale makes a whole lot of sense, right? And they don't got to pay the realtor's cost because they're going to be saving on that cost, right? Another thing too, just because a house is listed on the market and just because the property goes on under contract on the market as it's listed, doesn't mean that the sale is guaranteed. First of all, no sale is guaranteed, but the most guaranteed you'll get on a sale is with a cash buyer, okay? When you're dealing with FHA, conventional mortgage loans, things like that, the typical type of loan that most homeowner buyers are going to buy with on the market, they're at the mercy of the bank. The buyer may buy at whatever price you say, but here's the thing. When the bank's appraiser gets to the property and appraises that home and they say, no, this house is not appraised, that sale may not continue unless the seller is willing to come down in the price to whatever appraisal value, or unless the buyer is going to be able to come out of pocket with cash to make the difference. Keep that in mind. That sale is not guaranteed, right? Some sellers don't have, they can't afford to spend 30 days in the market to wait on a buyer, and then another 30 days to see if a house is going to close, and then when it doesn't close, they got to restart the process all over again. Some sellers don't want to go through that. And there's also the fact that some sellers don't want people walking in and out of their property. Open houses, right? Constant showings, all of these things that's got to take place when your property's on the market. Sellers may not want that. Homeowners may not want somebody walking in inside of their house and having showings where there's a gathering of people walking into their property, especially right now with COVID-19, guys. I'll tell you, homeowners who are living in their properties, they're not the most open right now to having people coming into their homes at this point in time. It's all for the safety of their family. But this is the thing you got to take into consideration. Just because a homeowner may say they have a realtor, or just because a homeowner may know a realtor or have a realtor involved, don't get choked up. At the end of the day, if you get the property for a good price, you'll be able to move the property for a great price. So that's what matters, guys. Always give your offer no matter what, and you'll do just fine. With that said, guys, you know where to find me. IG. Find me on Instagram at Luke Madeus. That is at LUCMADEUS. And let's chat. If you haven't booked a call with me just yet, guys, you need to go ahead and book that call. What are we waiting on? Go to chatwithluke.com. We will talk about you, your business, your life, and helping you get to your goal. Another thing too, subscribe to the show. Leave me a review and let me know how you feel about it. And one last thing I got to mention to you guys, right? The new website, SOWcontent.com, is officially up. You can most certainly go there and you'll have all the content. It lists all the content, guys, about wholesaling that I provide to you for free, and also even information on the masterclass. If you want to get a hold of that masterclass and you want to join in, you can go on SOWcontent.com and then you can click on the masterclass. It'll take you right over there and you'll get to know everything about it. I just recently added something really amazing to the masterclass that's been working out very well. And we have monthly masterminds now, my group coaching program that's inside the masterclass, guys. So if you guys want to know more about that, go to SOWcontent.com, click on the School of Wholesaling Masterclass, and you can find out more about that, guys. Check it out, SOWcontent.com, guys. Everything you need is on that website. So visit the website and you can get access to tools and education. So with that said, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. You guys are champions, and let's wholesale real estate. Au revoir.